Welcome to Perfect Vocals Academy. I'm going to show you a brand new plugin bundle from Tuned Plugins. This is from the makers of Safari plugins or Safari pedals. I've been showing you a lot of different Safari plugins in some of my other videos that I'm sure you guys have really liked, and hopefully you go check that out and pick up their plugins. But this is a different plugin company from the same makers. It's very user-friendly. That's the first thing I got when I was checking it out. They have 3 plugins with this bundle. So you have the vocal tune, a vocal chain. This is like a simplified vocal chain, not a lot of knobs, just kind of use your ears and tweak it, and this very modern sounding reverb. So I just put out a video the other day about the Manny Marroquin reverb from Waves. I might be playing around with this one as well because immediately it just sounds very modern and good. It just has a lot of tone and characteristics to it that I really like. So if you guys want to check out these new plugins, these pretty affordable plugins, stick around for this video. I'm sure you'll enjoy these. This auto-tune's pretty simple. One thing I noticed is I don't believe it has a key finder, but that's okay. I mean, you should be able to find the key another way. So we have the reference here. So we're, usually going to have this is 440. Some people do the 432 thing. I don't really get into that, but so 440, we got the key, scale, chromatic, major, minor, custom, and then transparent and modern. I've noticed that the transparent, when I was messing around with it, the transparent sounded like a little better to my ears, but I would say the modern maybe if you're going for like a super hard auto-tune, but most of the time I'm going for a smoother auto-tune, and that's what the client wants, so transparent's normally going to be what I go for here. One thing to notice is these knobs change when it's under transparent or modern. When you're under modern, this turns to a format.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands.
That sounds like a really good format. The one in auto-tune's pretty good, vocal bender's pretty good, but this one might sound a tad bit better. I haven't played with it or compared it too much yet, but so far that's some really nice results. Okay, when you go back to the transparent, we have the amount here.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind back in some bands. Bad buzzing out a brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants.
Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. I mean, the transparent, you still get that hard auto-tune, but it's got a smoothness to it. So let's try the modern.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind back in some bands.
I've noticed with this vocal, under the modern setting, it had a little bit of artifacts going on with the vocal. It was doing something that I didn't like, so the transparent sounds better. You're going to switch between these depending on the vocal, so it's really all about that source.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind back in some bands. Bad buzzing out a brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants.
So that's pretty cool with the vibrato. I don't know how often you would use that in that way, but it's definitely something to play with and something cool.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see.
And we got a bunch of presets here, so I could just try out a few.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind back in some bands.
So that changed the key, obviously, so not what we'd want. But so whatever you pick here, you're going to have to put the key back to what it is.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind back in some bands.
I wouldn't say that I usually go for preset with tuning plugins, but this has definitely got some cool sounds in it. So, and we got this built-in reverb. See, for me, I don't know how much I would use this personally, just because I'm normally putting the vocal tuning plugin first in the chain. But if you do put it at the end of the chain, which I don't think would hurt, it's just kind of, the method I've used over the years is just putting it first in the chain. But if you were to put this at the end of your chain, you could blend in some reverb and let's see what it sounds like. Put it at the end of the chain.
Me, I ran around city trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind back in some bands. Bad buzzing out the brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants. Check, I did it. Flex, I did it.
It's got a really good sounding reverb. It kind of sounds like the tuned reverb, the one that I'm going to go over here shortly. It's a very warm sound to it. It's not like cheap sounding whatsoever. It just sounds nice and warm and fills out the whole stereo spectrum, which I like. Okay, let's head over to the vocal chain plugin here. Hey guys, real quick, if you head over to the description, you will find the PVA Vocal Mixing Toolkit. This is a free gift that includes a video called Melodyne Mastery to learn vocal editing. It includes a pro mixing handbook for your go-to mixing tips, and also a vocal template called Superior Vocals Mixing Template that works for Pro Tools and Logic. Also check out the courses. I got a brand new course called the Complete Vocal Pitch Correction Workshop. This teaches you pitch correction in 3 different programs: Autotune Pro, Melodyne, and Wavestune. So definitely check that out. Now back to the video. These are just some quick settings. So like when you go to default, you can see that there's already some processing going on. So 2 dB of body and 2 dB of air, and no compression, no saturation. So you can listen with the default. Here's before.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play.
And then after the default setting.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands.
Yeah, so already sounds a lot better, but we're gonna turn up some compression. I'm not usually a fan of like a 1 knob compressor with just a set ratio and attack and release that you just don't know what it is. But turning this up, it seemed to compress it pretty nice.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind.
We got input and output up here. Don't forget about that.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind. Back in some bands. Bad buzzing out the brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants. Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind. Back.
That's a pretty nice sound for just a few knobs and not really doing much. So we can do the low cut right here.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam.
Don't forget there's a blend down here. So this, if you're getting too much processing, you can blend it right here.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind. Back in some bands.
We have oversampling.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not sounding bad whatsoever. It's sounding pretty tight, pretty good. And that's no multi-band compression or anything. So here it is without it.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind. Back in some bands. Bad buzzing out the brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants. Check, I did it. Flex, I did it. Nick, she did it. What's next? I'm living. Check.
We want a more like thin sound, which will probably sound good with the reverb. We can crank this low cut up.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind. Back in some bands. Bad buzzing out the brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants.
Okay, let's bust out this tuned reverb. This is probably what I'm most excited about because of how easy it is.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind. Back in some.
As you can see, you don't need the blend much. When I open this plugin, it defaulted at 18%, which is pretty good. But if you want a more dry vocal, bring it down even more, like around the 10% area. And then if you're going for a really spacey effect in the song, you can really crank this guy up.
Bad buzzing out the brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants.
And we got body up here.
Me on RRC trying to get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play. When you see me, know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind. Back in some bands. Bad bustin' out a brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants. Check, I did it, flex, I did it, nigga, she did it, what's next? I'm living, check, I get it, flex, she did it, what's next? I'm living. Me all around city tryna get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands.
So yeah, that sounds very modern. It just sounds like what you would expect a plugin to sound like in 2024. It's just what you would expect. Just very, very clean, modern. So we're gonna listen without all three of these plugins.
Me all around city tryna get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Me all around city tryna get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands. Ain't shit really been on my mind, back in some bands. Bad bustin' out a brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants.
Yeah, my only addition probably would be to just add a little de-esser on the vocal chain. That's the only thing I can think of that maybe it's missing. So I would probably just add my own de-esser right here.
Me all around city tryna get it for me and my fam. We done hit a whole new play when you see me know I work with my hands.
It's super smooth now.
On my mind, back in some bands. Bad bustin' out a brand new denim, nigga, I can't even fit my pants. Check, I did it, flex, I did it, nigga, she did it, what's next? I'm living, check, I get it, flex.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that for mixing vocals. I would say that these plugins are really targeted towards recording artists that are just trying to get a pretty good vibe in the studio, but also don't roll it out for even professional mixing engineers, because sometimes just having a little bit of flavor in your back pocket, like a reverb like this, that just to me sounds different than a lot of other reverbs, is a nice thing to have. The vocal tuning plugin, if maybe you don't want to spend the money on autotune anymore, and this is a good way to replace it, this is a perfect thing to replace autotune, except you can't draw notes in it. So, and then the vocal chain, I mean, it doesn't hurt to get a nice sounding vocal with this first and then start adding some other plugins after it to dive deeper, like multi-band compression and de-esser and all these different things you can play with as a professional mixing engineer. So it's a great way to just get into the mix quick. Sometimes if you have a vocal that's just not sounding the greatest, it can be a drag to start the mix and just getting it to sound where it needs to be. But this plugin will get you like at least 75% of the way there in under a minute. So very fast workflow with that. So hit the link in the description if you want to support the channel and buy the vocal bundle from Tuned Plugins, and check out one of my other videos. See you guys next week.